The Undying coming out as expected.
Shocker.
Game 3 that they played versus Aster, they had the Drow Puck Undying.
Okay.
They also had the Kunkka and the banned out Beastmaster. But
Wow. They banned out Razor, so I'd still be down for an Alliance Kunkka.
The Beastmaster would have been good, but often banned when teams pick the Void, since it is one of those. If you're not in the chrono, you just chuck a roar on him.
yeah.
Good in lane against him with the boars. So we'll see what they want to go for. I like the idea of the mid Kunkka for Alliance as well. Or you can just stick to your Lina Death Prophet type picks. This tells more, because now the line no longer going to be that 5 position, because I feel like the teams we've seen pick Lion and had some success over the last year or so, Team Secret with Yapsor playing it and giving Lion more farm priority has worked.
And again, if they picked it specifically to target a puck, then you could just completely shut this puck down rather than relying more on counter initiation.
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
So then, well, most of the time we're seeing the Warlock is being picked with Gyrocopter.
Yes.
I don't know how often he's been picked without a Gyrocopter, so I mean, Fatal Bonds is still just as good of a spell as it always was, aside from the fact that they didn't even take away the ability for it to like double target. They just reduced the likelihood of it double targeting.
Yeah.
But would you even want a... Oh wow, that was a fast Timber pick after that as well, by
Yes,
the way.
it was.
I was gonna say, would you even want a Gyro and avoid as a
No, you
G4,
wouldn't. I don't think so. Nor do I think Koikfa has been playing any Gyro.
No.
Yeah.
Abaddon and Timbersaw, talk to me.
And Baden picked to be a strong lane with the puck and just bully the Void. We've seen quite a bit of this ABBA plus range support against Void in lane, but Timber's an interesting one because this is more like that solo side lane hero. So I'm curious to see how Liquid lane. I don't really know what to think about this Timber right now.
Yeah, and so you're gonna get silenced by Puck and Drow, so you're gonna have to build a really early Lotus Orb. Abaddon can purge off the Whirling Death minus stat or whatever, so he's not gonna get too hassled by a Timbersign lane if they ever do meet each other.
Just was it Alliance who ran the Drow solo against Timber? Remember that game?
Yeah,
I think it was Ice Timber maybe?
Yeah.
They got ran over by Timber because they did not support the Drow.
I don't think that was Alliance.
Okay.
I don't think Alliance
One
was
of the
that
teams
dumb to
did
do that. But
No, you're right. This is Nico, baby. They always give him a lot of
yeah,
support.
exactly.
But yeah, there was one team who did that. I think the key
Yes.
here is that Timbersaw is very good in lane against Drow Ranger, of course.
Sure.
Well, ISSI's only won one Timber game this tournament. That was versus Team Unknown.
Okay.
Maybe not the best benchmark.
That seems more likely.
Maybe that was when they had the Drow solo.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean they're picking for the lanes. I felt like they lacked a good playmaker. Like I see their first 4 heroes, I'm just like, they need something to pull this together. So they're gonna run a mid Lina. They had to pick them mid matchup blind.
Yeah. They banned out Dazzle. We did see Lim play that mid earlier.
Yeah, he's got a good dazzle. And with Drow Ranger, that's a pretty scary 5-man death ball.
I'd still be down for Kunkka. They banned out the Broodmother.
We still have OD in the pool, right?
Oh, against Timber.
Yeah.
It's not so much a limp hero, is perhaps
No.
the thought if you're Alliance here.
But it's great against the Chronosphere Void as well.
It's a great OD game for sure, but
Yeah, you could go Death Prophet, have
Death
triple
Prophet's still in as
silences.
well. But it's the Gyro.
yeah, this is one of his top 3 most played heroes, so gives him a good.
Oh, they're giving it to
Nico
Nico
Baby's doing it.
Baby.
So they're gonna do
Mid Drow
Whoa, Drow mid?
versus
Lim
Lina.
Drow.
Yeah, I guess they've seen that Drow lane versus Timber and just really don't want to run in the safe lane, so they're just gonna plop this Drow mid, and she's just kind of gonna sit there, get levels, and I don't know. It's not really a limp style of play though.
No.
Like everything else about the Drow, like Nico Baby Gyro is totally fine, but putting Limp on a Drow rather than his usual like Lina, Death Prophet, playmaking, stable hero.
Dude, I'm super hyped to see the mid lane CS this game. The first 10 minutes are going to be fascinating to me, because I can't imagine that a Drow Ranger can really do much against a Lina head to head.
Yeah. And you're not necessarily expected to come out on top or win the lane.
No.
But You got some good heroes to give that aura to, I guess.
Sure.
Not convinced?
Well, I just don't know why they're not sending the gyro mid. I don't really
they're
think it's a
over
Timbersaw
well,
that big of a
yeah,
deal.
they're scared of Timbersaw in lane because, I mean, Old Drow has the physical damage, the right clicks, and Timber just builds up reactive, but they could be overthinking it.
And there's a chance they'll swap lanes about. You know, that one person's playing it doesn't mean he'll go to
Yeah.
his assigned lane.
The key thing with Timber is if he has a really bad start to the game, you never want to be playing Timbersaw from behind. This
Yeah.
hero feels useless. We saw that in a lot of the Fnatic games. ISS has a bad slow start, and then your game's just over. And if you're versing a Drow, you're not going to have a bad start.
Mm-hmm.
So they want to bully this Timber from the start is, to me, the game plan for Alliance.
2-0
Undying Gyro, crushes lane.
2-0 or 1-1?
I'm going to go 1-1. I'm not sold on mid-Drow, but I also think Liquid's draft is not exactly their comfort zone either.
Okay.
I'll go 2-0. I think this Lion Warlock is weird enough that Alliance looked thrown off balance in game 1. Let's just keep on kicking their legs out from under them and pick 2 heroes that I would like to see the potential for.
Well, what I would like to see is some Dota 2. Let's head into the game with LD and Fogged.
Well, drafts might not feel comfortable for these teams, Fog, but you know what always makes me feel comfortable? It's a Monster Energy Ultra Black to keep me energized and ready to go. I hope we get a good game. You and I have cast 5 stomps in a row.
We have.
We are a cursed duo.
We are.
Is this the game that breaks the curse and gives us a back and forth
Well, David.
showing?
I'm not too sure. I'm a little bit. I was kind of siding with the panel. What the panel were talking about there too, because I was looking at Liquid's draft, and it does feel. It feels a bit different, like a bit out of the box for what they're used to playing. And this Lion Warlock duo is pretty strange, and Alliance is playing with pretty much full comfort. I feel like I look at these heroes, and they're like, damn, this is everything they like, except Limp is playing the Drow, which is a little bit of a weird one. But I'm curious to see how he's going to do. He's gone for a pretty stat-heavy build, so he's got pretty good base damage. So I'm curious to see how he's going to do in that matchup versus Alina.
So sending the Drow mid, you think this is just a reaction to that Timbersaw pick?
Yeah, I think it's just this Gyro Undying lane could actually just chain kill the Timbersaw. I think that's why we see right at the moment they're already moving down 3 heroes to start at the bottom lane.
Yeah, Liquid are trying to invade, secure some runes perhaps, and looks like Boxy
He does
maybe
not.
heading top.
Yeah, he does not want to lane versus the Undying and the Gyrocopter. He's trying to avoid that.
So he's going to be up against ABBA +1, right? Let's see, ABBA
Puck, probably.
Yeah,
which
so
is also pretty hard.
Support Puck. How do you feel about this nowadays?
I like support Puck quite a bit. Yeah, I think it's pretty strong overall. Just your toolkit, you're a magic-based hero, and your toolkit's really strong as long as you can get your levels. So you just the innate toolkit that the hero has, and you have Drow Aura, so a little bit faster attack speed to get that extra harassment. Scout the lanes immediately. I like this move by Hanskin, very deep in the jungle, so he sees Timber stop, and they're moving. Abaddon instantly starts running toward bottom. Gyro goes toward the top lane as we kind of expect them to do because they want to get that matchup of the Gyro versus the Timbersaw.
So it's going to be a Void Warlock with Taiga on the Lion heading down this way up against a dual lane. The lane shifting continues as 33 will head bottom.
Liquid gets a good start in this lane here. Just the way that the lanes are starting out, like them just positioning themselves. Quakefoy also successfully gets the range creep deny as well as last hit in the mid lane too.
Yeah, 33 already had to blow a shield quite early. Let's see if he even gets the damage out.
Does not connect on anybody there.
A bit of a loss.
Yeah, and now lane's going to be swapped up again. You probably see Hanskin teleport bottom. He's going to maybe try to hide it. Looks like he was hiding to the tree lines there. Yeah, he's TPing down.
Very difficult to kill these 2 heroes. Puck, ABBA. So at least likely not to give up any early deaths against the tri lane.
Yeah, and it's a Warlock Void lane. Like, you're only going to die to that unless if you get, like, you know, the RNG, the pseudo bash, of course, that can come in. Or if Taiga gets a beautiful rotation from behind when he hits level 2.
And even though Undying's a melee striker, he's still decent against Timber because you have the decay and you have like a very strong zombie punch. So.
Oh, I love Undying in the early levels. Undying
later
versus
on,
Timber
it's
is
like
amazing. Then it goes completely the opposite way.
Taiga with the early rotation on mid.
Boxy.
As they are diving Boxy. Looking for a courier snipe perhaps, but not going to be available. They do have kill potential here with the level 3 on Lina, and Limp is just not getting experience right now.
Oh, this is brutal.
Oh man, your Drow needs to get early levels. Limp getting punished. Taiga. Oh, he's got to be careful. Quakefoot's coming in, that long-range slave.
Oh man, that is so brutal for the Drow. A Drow that's going to be out-leveled heavily by a Lina. Oh man, that's going to be really tough for Limp to come back.
It's already not a good matchup with the just constant wave spam and right-click damage.
Yeah.
And now you're falling behind. And Taiga's coming back in. They have a ward here, so Limp should at least see these rotations. But even if he doesn't die, he's not getting his gold, he's not getting his experience.
He's getting nothing, and Koikva's getting
And
absolutely
they're losing
level 4.
33 bottom. He had to deny himself.
Oh wow. It's actually surprising for them to get that one. This is...
The support Warlock, he's been dominating lanes. We've seen it 3 times now, I think, this tournament.
Yeah. And this set looks awesome, by the way. I actually didn't see this Warlock set until just now, but look how cool he looks.
Ooh.
I personally have not seen that one
He
before,
looks
but
kind of like Jafar, I feel like, from, Aladdin.
kind of doesn't look like Warlock with the mask a little bit here. Because you can see his eyes, so you're like, okay, that's
You
Warlock.
can see
but
like
you got
half
him
of his
covered up.
eyes, a beady little yellow.
Yeah.
Might be a demon possessing him, or
Perhaps.
not entirely sure.
Oh man, Limp. And they get the D ward in the mid lane. Taiga.
17 and 11 on this
Yeah.
Lina.
Taiga was able to get that D ward, so now Limp is playing even more afraid because they get that sentry down. So he's just kind of just sitting there. This is painful. So top lane is going to be the big win for Alliance that they're going to need to have something successful come out of. But Boxy's not dying. He's playing the lane really well with that Timber Chain leveled up.
So 33 did go for this early point and miss coil aphotic shield. No points in the right click,
Yeah.
which I'd say it's with Ice Ice Ice, it was always the 2 nukes getting leveled up. I don't know if he only got it for the deny or if he's planning to just skill it in general. But it does mean the Void has a much easier time if he can just trade freely.
Yeah, I think like, he was probably just getting chased, and he was like, I need this to deny myself out. so that I
Taiga
don't feed.
getting low at the bottom rune here. Hanskin has an orb available relatively soon. He's seen that Taiga has no regen, but he doesn't want to chase.
He's got the windlace. He's a little bit speedier to get away there quickly.
Grabs the arcane rune. Nice little pickup.
Jeez. 26-14 to 9-2, and look at this, already getting aggressive, pressuring forward. You have to expect this. It's Alina
Koikva's looks
versus
to
Drow.
go again here. The gust comes out. He can just get him with the slave.
The movement
He's
speed.
got a juke.
Ooh.
He's got the jukes.
Pop the Fairy Fire just in case it did connect
And
on
he's
him.
ready to go again. There's another slave up soon. Limp, you're not coming to creeps.
Oh my.
There's like a whole wave dying at the tower here.
Look at the experience. 5.5 on Koikva. Just hit level 4 on Limp. This is...
And like, who's going to punish this? The support puck is not threatening Alina.
No.
Not with a Drow as the combo.
Both teams, I mean, like Lion is the king of the rotators in this game. On the other side,
Taiga.
nobody really rotates besides Lion in this game.
Smoked up is going to get a nice ward down here.
Trying to watch the triangle because there's a gyrocopter, right?
Oh, it's nighttime fogged. And you know what that means? That means trouble for Limp. 1 stun, 2 stuns. Got the gust off, though. Is it enough? The slave just barely surviving.
Nice TP by Fada.
Quick reactions by Limp there.
Super clutch that soul rip to get him too.
But it's such a commitment just to not feed.
Yeah, and then also you're putting your gyro top alone, and Boxy's already completely happy with what's happening because he's level 5. He didn't die in the lane that he was supposed to get pressured. He's free farming in it actually. This is all going right for Liquid again this game. Even though it's 0-0, their lanes are playing out exactly how they wanted them.
33, he gets bashed. He may just be going down here. He's got the miscoil. There is no follow-up. Sania trying to get in range for a couple more right clicks. Gets one, and he has to deny himself. Like, sure, you're not giving them anything, but you're also just giving free farm away to the Void indirectly.
Yep. And Hunskin, sure, he's there to sap it, but yeah, it's your core Abaddon who's not really much in the game at all.
He's now gone back for these points in Avernus, but losing the lane early like that, or like being forced to skill the heal, Mickey's already got some of his key items up, so he can trade more effectively. He's more survivable. They are trying to dive, but he's just, full HP with tangos, with magic wand.
Yeah, they're pushing the Void away from the lane, but they're also missing the lane. They just missed a full creep wave.
They're feeling the pressure. Like, they're supposed to be doing better in these lanes. And they're just not.
And look at mid. Look at the jungle. Koikva, Invis on the prowl, looking for Limp.
He's scanning right next to his tower and actually does just clip Koikva, luckily, at the tail end of that scan, but
He wants him.
he's off the tower now. 2 Wraith Bands. 18 CS.
Playing so aggressive.
18 sounds like a lot, honestly, with how much he's been pressured.
Yeah.
But it's still bad.
the Drow just, the important thing is getting the 6, right? Like the last hits, you can understand, like sometimes it'll suck as a Drow Ranger, you'll get affected bound. Gotta get that level 6 so you can go to the jungle.
They're going to bring Hanskin in. Make sure that this Drow can sit next to the creep wave.
Yeah, I mean,
It's the little things.
little things gets him that little bit extra experience in last hits, but he also takes some experience too.
And Sania's smoked now. Ward's already being planted down. They're going to contest this Drow when she goes to the jungle.
They know that he's gonna go. They know the Gyro can also probably back up to jungle too. So, but I don't think that's gonna be the case for Nico Baby too much this game, as he's probably gonna have to be pretty active.
Koikfa wants to go on Nico Baby. He's moving into position.
Can he actually get this?
Oh, the Shrine gets popped, and that should save him. Taiga's dancing around though. They're bringing reinforcements. Fada's here as well, so they dodge a bullet. Has 33. Trying to trade in this bottom lane, but the Void's just fine. He's only eaten 2 tangos. He's got 18 stick charges. So you've got a free farm Void, a free farm Lina, a free farm Timber.
It's 3 lanes.
And a Drow who's struggled.
It's 3 lanes, pretty much 1. Actually, 3 lanes, 1 for Liquid. Yeah, definitely. With the way that they set up the lanes. And that's literally just because they did that little lane swap, and it forced the lines to react to it.
Like, looking back on it as we're towards the tail end of the laning stage, should Alliance have tried to adjust as well?
They did, right? They sent the puck bottom, but it was just like that small little bit, and the lanes, I guess they didn't expect these lanes to be that bad. But the Abaddon's not really able to do too much on bottom either.
Taiga coming in, does scout out Fada, gets off the stun. They've got a Laguna Blade. Chain stun is there. Kill is there. First blood to Liquid.
First
Man,
blood.
it feels like they've had like 10 first bloods with the just pressure, but amazingly, that is the first kill.
It's one of the later first bloods I think I've seen in a very long time.
There's been 2 Abaddon denies, so.
Yeah. 8-minute, like 30-second first blood with the
And they're going to
and
lose
he's going for more.
Limb may go down here. Big commitment by Koikfa. And, I mean, Undying is not the hero to punish this. Maybe with the Tombstone. Maybe. Oh, no,
He's
sir.
just gonna
He's
kill
going
the
to kill the
tomb.
Tombstone. He's going to farm it.
He's actually just TPing, okay.
All right.
But the tip comes out from his entire team. They're like, Koikfa, you're beast moding right now. From the Razor performance now to this, with a little bit of help of Taiga, he's controlling the game.
Can somebody on Alliance turn it around? Nico Baby, level 6, going for that early drums, wants to get active.
He has to be super active in this game. I think they also should just give Hanskin a... Yeah, they are. Give Hanskin a lane so he hits level 6, and then Hanskin plus the Gyrocopter with Nico Baby can just run around and look for kill setups. That's actually a pretty strong duo with the 2 of them there, even if they don't have their levels on anyone else. But Liquid's happy. Like, look at this box. He's just like, all right, cool. Thanks, guys. I got this free lane top now. Our Void's free farming. Everything's perfect.
The map is free for Liquid to be aggressive because of these wards. You know, they see Nico Baby farming. He's like the 1 kill threat right now. Puck will be when she hits 6.
Did I see that right? Did he just... I just saw a queued up Radiance for my Timbersaw. I think Boxy's memeing a little bit. Okay, he switched back to Bracer.
Keeping his options. And
They're feeling good.
Here come the tomes. So your rock is coming out. Finger likely soon. And towers are getting pressure. That mid tower pretty low. Top also starting to see that Timbersaw creep skip. Alliance maybe could punish it with a big rotation, but with these wards, it's going to be hard to get the jump on Liquid right now.
They do have the point inside. He's got the reactive already built up. Sure, you pierce armor as Drow Ranger, but...
They'll need Gyro and or Puck. Oh.
I think they need the Puck, but Puck's not quite level 6 just yet. It's way too hard for them to set up kills. Like, their only disable in this game is homing missile as well as the Puck. The coil. Like, they don't really have any type of disables to go for.
Mickey
really
wants
hard.
to jump. He time walked in. He's got Chrono, but
lane.
no opening in mid lane. Nico Baby. Now he's the target, but a little bit more dangerous to dive him. Coil is online. They're going to see Insania. Taiga's kind of in the neighborhood on the low ground. They commit the coil for that Warlock. He's got his ultimate, but no mana for it. They may have scouted that and decided they could commit heavily on him. They get the kill. Nicely done.
Man, if he had mana, they maybe would have been able to turn, because Mickey was even rotating over with the Void.
Yeah, suddenly that's 4 or 5 heroes potentially in danger.
Yeah.
But I think they identified he didn't have the mana. All the while, though, Boxy is farming top. He's hit level 9. Mickey straight back to the jungle. We are going to see a more active Void this game. Diffusal Blade is the choice.
Sure. I think it's just very hard for them to set up on kills. Like I was saying, Alliance is so limited on their disables, and they're playing versus Void, who's kind of an elusive hero with his Time Walk, and then a Timbersaw, who's very elusive.
Boxy's
so
diving. He gets gusted. Drow trying to force him back, and while that's happening, they lost Hanskin down bottom.
They chronoed him, yeah.
But I'm just watching 3 heroes kind of dance around in this top lane. Fada getting bullied back.
Alliance has no response right now to what Liquid's doing.
This Timber is 1v3, and meanwhile, they're just taking towers. And now Taiga's coming in, so they might even be able to get a kill if Fada's not careful. There is a finger. He's got a mango to get the mana for it.
Well, this is just all bad for Alliance right now.
Mickey gets the tower down bottom. Nico Baby did TP in. He knows Chrono's on cooldown. Maybe if Mickey like does something really dumb, he can find a kill.
They need the puck. That's like the only way that they can set up for this kill here. He's starting to rotate.
He was scouted though, right, with those wards? Did they see him? Maybe not.
I think not.
Coil, homie missiles coming in. This could be big. They need this Mickey kill, but he popped that stick. He's very healthy right now. Silence coming through. Chain stun is just not there. He just time walks away, and now in the mid lane, they've dove for Insania, but Koikfa may punish 33. Laguna Blade's cooling down, so he'll get out.
He's holding the point too. 33 still has the point held to scope that borrow time in case he sees an opportunity.
Top tower also dropping, so they get a kill on the Warlock. They blow a lot, don't get the Void, and all the while towers are dropping.
This is
Liquid
scary
just
for Alliance.
Pushing their advantage so nicely this game.
Yeah, and that's they use the puck coil and the gyro. That's the ones that they have to set up and they have to get kills with, because everybody else, they can't really set up for these type of kills. They're not the heroes to do so. This is
And diving is risky when there's so much team fight on Liquid.
Yeah, you can just get turned immediately. A Chrono plus a Golem. I mean, Chrono's on cooldown right now, but yeah, Insania.
But they're still the Golem, like you said.
Yeah.
So Alliance are going to smoke. They want to retake control of their jungle, but unfortunately, I think all those wards just expired. There's a fresh ward planted up here on the north side of the map.
Boxy just going, all right, he's like, okay, I'll just go for the tier 2. Why not? Like, this is all the space in the world for his team to just farm up. He's trying to force reactions. Looks like Alliance is starting to make their way over there, as they do have Coil available again.
Fada is smoke, but he's about to be revealed. Taiga scouts him out. Here comes the TP from the Abaddon.
Ooh.
And Taiga's out of there. Timber's out of there.
And they're gone.
They're getting the runes now. Koikful will grab that bottom. Mickey says, I have a free lane.
Void's free farming. It's a Void free farming versus a Drow lineup. Drow's on lineups, you want to kind of press the issue a little bit, and they're losing so much map control. Bottom tower's taken, mid tower's taken, top tower's taken. All their tier 1s are gone.
Boy, Alliance looked a step ahead of Liquid in the qualifiers, but the tables have turned.
It really does seem like it. They're playing super smart.
The Coach Blitz effect?
I mean, something's definitely starting to kick in here for them. Everyone's playing super confident. Koikfa just playing this very aggressive style that I've been seeing him play. It's almost level 12 on this Lina with the Arcane and the Eul so early on. Everyone's just a free kill for them.
And the D-wards continue. And they're going to make their move top. They want to contest Alliance as these bounty runes spawn. Boxy's right in the front hits the fingers. Puck assassination. Fairy Dragon down, and now the borrow time committed a bit early. If Lina can get a rage for that Eul's, that'll be a dead Abaddon. Can't quite catch her.
He used it, I think, to remove that Eul's when it first got cast. So
okay.
Yeah. He did it, like, really fast. He's able to back away, and that's time wasted for Alliance. The puck is the only way they can set up kills, and he just gets evaporated. Oof. How do you make moves?
What do you do as Alliance? Is it gonna? I mean, it's not even like you have a ticking time bomb here.
No, that's. I mean, it's a very good question. It's Nico Baby. He's trying to farm up an Aghanims and all that, right? Like that's what we were talking about. How Limp is not usually the style who plays like a hero like Drow Ranger. Usually he's the guy who wants to start being active, making moves around the map. That's not really what this hero does too much. You kind of want to farm back. So this is looking a little awkward right now for them to just do anything, just be active at all. They're kind of just on this defensive posture. And I mean, Liquid's really happy about that. They've got a Void lineup. Like we said last time, you know, those Voids get the later stage of the game, you're pretty happy. Especially with the lead.
Yeah, with the Warlock behind you as well, this big AoE combo, they're going to find Nico Baby. Hanskin's there, trying to bait them in. Insania is lurking behind him. He could drop the rock, maybe turn this around. Committed, forcing Nico Baby back. No, he wants to engage. He's fighting into the, with the help of the tombstone, the help of the zombie punches. Boxy's low. Boxy not dead yet. That orb, oh, they get the kill, but at cost as Mickey comes in, gets the bashes, turns it around.
He just bashed like 4 times. They're like back-to-back double bashes there.
33 has a borrowed time. Stun coming through. Bashes committed. And 33 on the run. Into the trees. They're going to Eul's him up. Kill off the Abaddon as well.
Ooh.
Did at least blow some big ults there. So they get 2 core kills, but there will be a window for Alliance where these AoE ults are on cooldown.
Thank God for them that they get the Timber. The Timber almost got away with all of that happening too there. They just barely brought him down. But can they actually turn it into anything? They're getting some extra farm here, but it's not like they can take this fight where they force 2 big ultimates and get a tower out of it. So are they actually going to press the issue at all? It doesn't really look like it.
Like they're not itemizing to do that.
No?
It's like they're, like you said, their idea of pressing the issue is farming a little more aggressively.
Yeah.
No Hanskin blink. Their Drow went for a blink first.
Okay, maybe Limp is going to start jumping in and looking to be more active now when he has this blink dagger.
That's so squishy.
1200 HP.
I think that's a blink away when they go on blink because Hanskin gets assassinated mid.
Just overall a great item when you're playing versus Void, right? You can always blink and disengage from the Chronosphere and stuff like that.
Or
so.
go in with it potentially.
Oh, go in, yeah.
Foxy gets caught out here. But where's the lockdown?
It's only the puck. And it's just there's just not really any other lockdown on their lineup. That's the way that they drafted.
He's died 3 times this game.
Yeah.
And now, I mean, playing with a ward disadvantage up against an Aether Lens on Taiga, there's some good lockdown here. That Yule Scepter as well.
I didn't even see that he had a lens already. That's very early on for him to have that. I mean, 18 minutes, but like the way that he was playing, he's been playing like this moving around style, not really hitting creeps at all on the Lion.
1-0 and 3.
Yep.
With these towers, that'll do it.
That's, I mean, having it, yeah, this Earthly Aether Lens is going to make Hanskin's life miserable. These insta-hexes.
Alliance, there's no Morph Shaker to sit back on, which wasn't enough last time.
Did they ward right on top of each other? They did, down bottom. Closer to the tower, yeah. Yeah, we see that beauty. Yeah, they put it like literally right on top of each other within 5 seconds. Fada knows.
Now get some D wards. That could be big.
Yeah.
Because it does feel like Liquid's been playing with vision advantage, 80% of this game.
8% of the series.
Series,
yeah, even
say.
last game too. They played with spectacular wards and just spectacular reads on the map, and again, it's looking like it.
Oh, look at that. Limp with the cute little gust from the trees forces the TP. Mickey, that'll just hit creep, so I don't know if it's really costing him much.
Mickey is really farmed as well. 142 last hits, and he was put in like an aggro dual lane. Just got away with like the perfect game for him for so far. Man, I'm just trying to think of ways for Alliance to get back, and the only thing I can really think is just get Hanskin a blink dagger so he can at least try to set up for the kills all over the place. Because they're still farming okay on Nico Baby, but it's just impossible for them to really make moves.
He's got to find a Lion in these fights.
Yeah.
Or else he's just going to get insta-hexed and punished.
Oop, Quagfa.
He finds Mickey, but meanwhile, Nico Baby's been caught out. That's the bigger problem here. The Gust comes through. The Chrono not catching Nico Baby. Can they keep him alive? 33 runs past it. He couldn't get in range for an aphotic shield, so they still lose their gyro as he closed in on his Aghanim Scepter. They might lose Limp as well. They will. Boxy smacks him down, and they keep on chasing for more. Borrow time is available, and he's going to have to pop it. Committing forward. They'll drive him back to Tier 3 towers. They keep on going.
They're just chasing.
They're going to try to kill him off. 33 can even make it back. Tier 4s are his sanctuary. And Hanskin's gotten a little desperate here. He's going to start cutting that wave top.
And meanwhile, during that whole top situation happening, we saw Fada bottom. He actually got a blind stun on the tree line to stop Fada's TP top as the Undying. Kills him, kills the Tombstone as well, and now Quagfa has an Aghanims.
Oh boy.
That is a really early Ags. That is, just 721 pure damage
Liquid
at the 20-minute mark.
They are just trashing Alliance right now.
Just everything is going in their favor, and they're doing everything right is the one thing. It's not like Alliance is just kind of handing it to them.
They have not led once this entire series now.
Yeah.
And we're well into game 2.
Nico
Take another look at this previous engagement.
Yep. We see Bowdom, as you can see in the mini-map in the meantime. He is trying to TP on the Undying. He gets it stopped, and then as this is all up here, we see these beautiful setups here. The Chrono misses a little bit there, but either way, they have enough damage to follow up.
Yeah, maybe if there wasn't that one extra bash at the end, 33 could have gotten a shield. Maybe it's a different fight, but you're probably still losing Limp, who just feels like a non-factor almost as the Drow Ranger right now.
Yeah, I'm not feeling the impact of the supports at the moment on Alliance either. Yeah.
Smoked up, trying to make a play. They're going to commit here onto the Timbersaw, but look who's sitting behind him. They've got the rock ready on Insania. He drops it on 3. No, nice face shift by Hanskin.
They're all
Can
bound.
they bring Boxy down? Insania will fall. They're going to chase out this Timbersaw. They didn't get the silence from the Abaddon. He's desperately trying to get in range for that one last right click. Not going to happen. Here comes the buyback. Here comes the chase the other way. Instant borrowed time. Trying to run away. They're going to bring down the Tombstone. Hex up Fada. Lock him in down. And the Chrono's coming in 8 seconds. Time dilation for Mickey. Heads up to the shrine.
He wants him.
Keeps on pursuing Limp. He's calling out that Chrono is ready. Another time walk, another Chrono, and another death for the Drow Ranger. As she falls to the dominating streak of Mickey. 12-4 the score. And you'd want to say for Alliance, okay, like the big ults are on cooldown. Now's your chance, but
what do
who
you
are
do?
you killing?
And how do you do it, right? Like your Puck's coil is down. That's your only real playmaking thing. Your Tombstone's down as well. This is looking pretty impossible, David.
Abaddon caught out. No borrow time. They're just going to throw the kitchen sink at him, and it is enough to bash in his head. Down for 40. This is Alliance's tournament life on the line here.
Look how aggressive Liquid's playing too. They're just constantly pressing the issue here. Even though they, like you said, some of their big cooldowns are down, they're still playing extremely confident and aggressive. Hanskin looks like he wants to try something here, but I mean, I don't think that's the target you really want to go for. He's just gonna TP in his face. I love it, Boxy.
Coil me, please, bottom. Shrine.
And now Limp.
Onto Limp. He's already used one shrine to try and save alive Taiga. Pump faking with the finger. He thought about it. Didn't quite have the damage.
Disciplined again by them there, backing up immediately when they see some rotations with these very clever wards they have. We see the ward that's placed inside of the camp there. It's very nice. Does not block the camp and does provide excellent vision. Don't think that one will almost ever get dewarded.
I've seen that one a couple times this tournament, but yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is very unlikely to be dewarded, like you said.
I've been seeing a lot of teams doing these like sneaky deep wards behind the camps. Even one around the Radiant Ancient, I've seen a couple times as well, where they cut the tree and then they put it down, like in that area.
Yeah.
Because it allows the camp to spawn, so they're just not aware of it just being there.
Right. If you block it, they immediately know.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Limp's going to try to get a BKB for Alliance. We'll see another BKB for...
Oh, Hanskin, he's in the river, and
oh, no.
there's a Blink Dagger now on Taiga, so that's an easy one for him to set up on.
Level 14 Lion.
He's owning this game. 1-0-7, but I think that doesn't tell the story of how well he's done because of just how much he set up Koikfa in that mid lane too, right? He just sat there and ruined Limp's game.
Everything is ruined right now for Alliance.
Hey, they have it's looking exactly like last game actually.
But with
Very
even
disciplined.
less chance of coming back.
Yeah,
It feels.
it does feel like that, absolutely. The Drow Ranger's not getting farm, Abaddon's not getting farm, it's only the Gyro, and the Gyro the only one farming when there's a Laguna Blade with an Aghanims level 18 lean already, you're likely to get one shot or get chunked down pretty heavily in most of the fights.
Yeah, like the Finger Laguna combo is real dirty.
I mean, when Lena's 20, this is going to be like 1,200 plus pure damage.
Gonna try to take a fight. Hanskin, really nice
coil.
initiation. He got off the silence with the coil. The call down comes through. It is perfect for Alliance. This is about as good as they can hope for. If they can't win this fight, I just don't know, man. They chase
got
forward.
Koikfa.
They get two, but here comes the Void. He's got a BKB, bashing away on the Gyro. He's still alive. No, the stun comes out. Kills him off. Now 33 with the borrowed time. He can run, but can he survive? Doesn't look like it. They'll deal with some pesky zombies. Another chain forward. A double kill for Mickey. Well, that was the dream start to a fight, Fogged, and it's still a 2 for 2, and they lost 2 cores again.
They got Koikfa at least, though. They were able to get on top of him to bring him down. But yeah, Mickey just shows up and he's like, well, Koikfa's not the real carry. I am.
I mean, that's still a win for Alliance on, overall on paper, but it's not a convincing one. And when you just lose Hanskin like this,
no longer.
Now it's not a win. Mickey's running in on the Limp, wall silenced, under tower, fearless.
Yeah, he's got BKB available again. With the BKB, he's unkillable. Might even see Koikfa go for that next too, because if they have BKBs, I actually don't see how they die. And yeah, he does queue it up.
Meanwhile, the Drow BKB, that is not saving you against Bash's Chronosphere and an Aghanims Laguna.
No, definitely not. It'll at least prevent you from getting like chased down by a Timber and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm not too sure what else he can even get in this game. It's almost a 17,000 gold lead at 26 minutes.
Liquid
It's
know.
brutal.
They know they can push this. Boxy just confidently farming that top lane. Taiga only blinking away after he sees the TP. Controlling the bottom side of the map now with Insania and Koikfa. Full court press.
Yep. Full control. And we always talk about gold lead a lot. I'm always one of the, I like to look at the experience because I think that's one of my favorite ones. As it's almost a 20,000 experience lead too, which that really starts to put forward as you see, like you said, it's almost level 17 Lion. Like these levels are ridiculous on the supports coming out from the side of Liquid. When you look at Undying, he's like 13. I'm actually surprised Fato's 13. I thought he'd be less than that.
Tomes, I guess.
Yep.
But the thing is, the Tombstone is not very good this game.
No?
Like, you've got just Lina alone, honestly. Could just shred that thing.
Yeah, Lina kills, and we were talking, like, they have elusive heroes, right? Void and Timber don't really care if they're slowed in their movement speed too much. They just...
Timber, like, welcomes the zombies, if anything.
Yeah, exactly. That's true.
Come, give me stacks. They're continuing to hunt, continuing to play aggressive.
God, Boxy might be getting to the point where he's unkillable as well. Picking up this plate mail, almost having the Shivas done. Actually, I think he does have it done. I think the recipe's on the courier. Yep. He's like 30 gold away from it. Yeah, I don't think you can kill this Timber Zone anymore, unless he's isolated.
Marksmanship does not help you versus Timber very much.
Yeah, I mean, you'll pierce the armor and stuff like
but
that.
It's mostly plus armor, right? So.
Yeah.
Assuming the stacks are up. And with the Shivas, he's got more guaranteed plus armor.
Yeah, he's
diving in with the just preemptive Shiva's initiation.
I really don't think you can kill this Timber unless it's like 4 versus 1 or 5 versus 1. I don't think you can kill this Timber Saw.
I'm starting to feel like they're gonna need like a rapier gyro. You know, like that's your way back in the game. Like some really desperation gambit play, probably combined with Liquid playing super cocky. Diving some tier 4s, maybe going into the fountain.
It's just so scary too. Like if you want to do something, you're playing versus a Void, you just get caught out of position, you're dead.
Yep.
Like just bye-bye.
See you later, nerd. Thanks for the rapier.
Yeah. And it's almost a level 18 Lion, and there's the 20 on the Lina. So Lina ulti is 1,000 pure damage now. You know, lovely. Right through those BKBs that they will be picking up. As now they also get themselves a Roche, so more control of the game.
How much do they want to push it? There is a tier 2 top, very low. Tier 2 bottom, pretty healthy. Double damage rune as well for Koikfa. He'll snag that.
I just realized too, it's, you're looking at a Drow lineup, which Drow has changed a bit over time, of course, but you're looking at a Drow lineup and they barely touched any buildings.
Bottom lane, trying to go on Taiga here. They're committing an awful lot for this Lion. It's 33 borrow times in with a tier 1 alive. That was ambitious. And he is dead.
And they want more. They're hunting forward.
Nobody in the neighborhood. That just feels like a tilt, like, God, I just can't do anything this game. Like, they weren't even making him play elsewhere on the map.
And look at top, Hanskin. He walks into them.
Into that double damage.
He'll be able to get out.
Lina's got Blink, though. Gotta be careful. They're coming in to cut him off. Timbersaw diving deep. He's at the tower. He's isolated him. Shiva's committed. They're going to silence him. This Drow's going in. Has Boxy overextend. He's down to half HP, but he's healing up. The Warlock ult comes through.
God.
Reinforcements have arrived. And Liquid, they'll bring down the tomb. They kill up the gyro. The Abaddon buying back for this to little avail. He's got to run the hell away. And now Mickey onto the rear, feasting on this puck. Kills him off. Fata tries to walk up the hill. It's on the hill. He will die.
And they want
now
more.
33 next. Looking for a bash. This Void has Aegis. This Void has Manta. He can go deep.
Be careful, Limp. Limp's like, I don't know where to go. Do I go back to my base or do I go to the creep wave right now? He's not too sure as he doubles back and forth, and he will back up to the well. This is just full control. We saw Boxy versus everybody. He pops the Bloodstone, and he's just full healing.
You know, our panel had Alliance pretty heavily favored, I think, going into this series, and honestly, based on the way the qualifiers went, I'd say most of the bracket and group stage play, I would have agreed.
For sure.
But Liquid just had such a good game plan in the series, and Alliance have felt totally lost.
They're looking really hot. I mean, Koik was playing like flawless Dota right now. Pretty much all of them are doing exactly what they need to be doing. Insania has 4 deaths out of the 6 kills that Alliance has. That's when you know that you're playing your game pretty much perfectly. Just like the last game that we talked about them. And Alliance, like, we can say that Liquid's playing perfectly. Alliance is having some quite sloppy moves happening throughout the series so far.
I think it is a pretty big change in style for Liquid from what we saw in their previous series, where they went for like that Mars, like kind of snowball-y lineup, not really a very reliable draft. Didn't work out for them, and you know, this series they're just picking Void, they're picking stuns and team fight. Feels like they're more comfortable.
And it was a first pick Void. right?
Yeah.
So they're super confident in this.
Well,
void.
last game, I guess, was Shaker into a Void AA.
Yeah.
But, you know, they're still taking it with their first pick.
They're just very confident, and with the Mickey's playing it as well. Sure, he had like a little bit of a semi-missed chrono earlier, but for the most part, he's playing it super well, and they're playing really well around it. So why not? As they continue to grow this lead, even more so, 26,000. Yeah, it's just like last game.
Are we
But
gonna
more
go?
so.
Are we gonna go 6 for 6 for
6 for 6 for
complete
stomps, I
raffle
think.
stomp?
It does seem like it, David. Oh man.
Curse duo.
As Nico Baby's got a DD, but we see what happens. The last fight, he didn't even get his BKB off because he just died before he was able to.
And they just smoked under a dire ward here.
It's just these, I mean, this vision, this just like the movement by Liquid, everything is amazing, and then just the wards and everything, like, they're just.
Their ward
Doing
game
so
has
good.
been filthy. Like the
Yeah.
wards, the scans we saw last game, 4 scans into kills.
Yeah, and look at this. They're scanning top, and it's almost actually clipping the Alliance heroes there again.
And they'll actually dodge. I thought they might be like, great, let's go fight top now, but they'll play it safe. They picked up the gem on Boxy. Xania purchased it, so more map control Dota.
Yeah, and they can just kill the shrine now too, so get themselves a little bit more gold and prevent Alliance from actually backing out or getting any type of wraparound.
Liquid are killing shrines. Alliance is killing tier 1 towers with a Drow. That's their,
Their
first
first
tower of the
tower.
game.
Yeah.
33 minutes. I don't
Yeah.
know how many more ways we have to say they are getting their asses beat, but that is exactly what's happening now. The Liquid spanking is in full display.
Yep. Thank you, David.
Jesus.
And now Boxy's gonna just lead the charge. Maybe this is the time for them to try to close this one out, as it's just
All right.
such a
Can
big
Liquid
advantage.
just put them out of their misery? Let's see. They're playing it safe. They're playing it slow. They'll lead with Boxy.
Boxy's like, wait, let me get my 24 reactive, or my 20 reactive stormer.
Thank you very
There
much.
we go. 24 stacks
I'll
up.
heal that up any moment now. 65 HP regen a second.
Dodge the
Little
missile.
annoying to push into the gyro.
And their Aegis does tick out, so maybe they will decide to back up as they played
There's
very
still
careful.
a tier 2 top and a shrine, so
They have
there's some
everything,
lower
but-
hanging fruit for Liquid to take.
Yeah, they have everything available, but if last game was anything of how disciplined and how like safe they're gonna play this one really safe again, too.
All right, smack in the shrine. Does Alliance try for some sort of smoke?
Liquid smoked up themselves, so maybe they're expecting that. Oh my God, Taiga has. Did I not notice that a while? He's had it for a bit. He has an Aghanims on top now too.
Oh, jeez.
Double Aghanims, the Lina plus the Lion, the fun.
So
Looking to blow
what kind of
someone up.
damage are we looking at here? 850 plus
A lot.
850. One of them's not pure though, right?
850 plus like 1,000, 1,100.
But then you have the Aether Lens. Yeah, you're looking at like close to 2k damage as he just fingers out the way.
If they double, I think
Sure,
if they
why
double,
not?
if they do it on the gyro,
It's
he might
the-
just die.
Well, the Drow. The Drow's got 1,700 health.
Drow is 100% dead if they both ult him. Both
Like,
both
you
ult her.
see Limb. It's just like...
Will anyone actually survive it? I think Gyro and Abaddon will barely survive
I think
it.
Abaddon's ult will auto proc because he won't be like in. Well, actually,
If they time it right. I mean, they're both of those do a lot of damage. They might just crush him.
yeah, you could save the Lina ult for sure with the pure damage. Just blast him before you can even pop borrowed time.
Yeah. Jeez.
So many fun ways for Liquid to win this game, you know?
Yeah, and for Alliance, I was talking about how the blink coil with the gyro would be their best avenue, but they haven't been able to really get it successfully except for that one time.
Moving in, they've seen these Alliance heroes in the jungle, and they want to fight.
Boxy
they
has
want
a
to
heart.
rumble.
He
Here
wants
comes
him.
Boxy with the initiation. Mickey's there, ganging up on 33. He is isolated, and now Handskin, he's almost dead before they can even get the Laguna off.
And there's the finger as well. And it's back up in 20 seconds.
Look at that. I'll take a free, finger of death kill.
And Fada is
Very
also
nice.
deleted.
He's got plus 200 bonus damage. So it's actually about 1,000 now. With the Aether Lens and then before reduction.
It's a bit more, actually. I think it's like 1,200, isn't it?
Well, it's plus 200.
Yeah.
And it's...
So
Oh, you're right.
1,025
it's like
plus
1,200.
200. So yeah, it's about 12. Yeah,
I was looking at the normal damage.
they're going to die. That's a lot of damage. Either way. And
Nowhere to run for Alliance
they
now.
don't have their Abaddon. They don't have their frontliner. Their puck initiator is dead. And I mean, this game's over. There's no way that Alliance can even kill this Timbersaw before he had the heart. And now he has a heart on top. This is just impossible.
And so falls Alliance. One building at a time. Brick by brick, they are getting picked off as Nico Baby
They're going to try.
Will be caught out in the top lane. They're not killing Boxy. Meanwhile, they are killing Nico Baby.
Oh, is he going to get a kill, though?
Maybe not. They're one attack short. This Lina's got a blink, though.
Oh.
No chance.
He got a kill, though. And he did survive the double combo, it looked like, of the Finger plus Laguna at the start. Barely.
All right, not feeding any more finger kills in the Lion. These are the important things.
Oof. This is a
2 lanes now.
clinical
1 to go.
game. Just can't believe it's only 7 kills. Like, Alliance is just... How many kills together from this game and last combined? Not a whole lot.
I mean, what went wrong for Alliance this series? Like you mentioned, there's some sloppy plays. Do you think it's more draft? Because they just look so outgunned by a team that they convincingly have beaten in the past.
I don't see Limp play this type of style hero. That's my biggest thing, at least. And also, they're playing with, like, no stuns in their lineup. I think Kyle is the one that just beats it at nauseam. He's a draft stuns. It just makes the game easier to play. And this time, they just don't have any type of control or any ways to set up for kills. And, yeah, Liquid just making it look easy.
All right, the end is nigh. Alliance forced to buy back here. Liquid actually retreating. They are in complete insurance mode. And Roche is back up, so why not? Grab the Aegis, grab the cheese, play it safe. Buybacks are only up on 3 of their heroes, so they'll probably want to give this to the Lina, I imagine.
They're all 3 about to be level 25 as well on their 3 cores. 24 on Lina, 24 on Timber, and 23, I believe, on the Void. So they're about to, I mean, if they've really wanted to be safe, just hit 25 with your 40 million thousand gold lead and get those amazing talents and end it.
Seems like a good number.
Yeah.
40 million thousand.
Yeah. It's 1,000 gold per minute. It's 1,000 gold per minute already.
Advantage.
Advantage.
Yes. Filthy, disgusting, outrageous.
But disciplined.
Yeah. There just don't seem to be any gaps in Liquid right now.
What are they going to give it to? They're like, you know what, Insania, I think you're the only one that actually might die, so yeah, we'll give you the cheese. Just kidding. Give it to Boxy. Even though I don't think Boxy needs it, but...
You don't give it to Insania.
Insania probably asked for it. He's
Unless
probably
he's like
yo, guys, let me get it.
flexing the captain, muscles. Like, guys, I'm going to pick you some garbage heroes if you don't give me this cheese.
He could also do a fun play where he runs in and kind of baits them a little bit. Oh, the courier. Oh, the eagle song. All right, it lives. That would have been painful.
First, oh, it's an E-Blade, actually.
Oh, it's the E-Blade. Oh.
I thought it was going to be
Okay.
a butterfly. But
I thought so as well.
I don't really think that helps you particularly much this game against all these nukes.
No, it's like, oh, I can protect someone inside of a Chronos. Oh, God.
Finger!
Oh, God.
Oh, the pain. This courier, got to be careful. There's a big creep wave bottom. It's flying straight into it.
Oh, God, that was close.
They need this. Limp's going to deftly juke around, picks up that E-Blade for, we'll see what good it does here. The last hurrah, perhaps. Boxy sieging.
I mean, how do you kill him?
Driving Nico Baby back. They're going to, hand skin. Man, that was bold. That was ambitious. And now everybody dies. Mickey with the Chrono. The bashes come through. No buyback on Gyro. And the GGs are called just like that. Liquid surgically eliminate Alliance from the MDL Chengdu Major, from losing to them in the qualifiers to crushing them at the main event.
They even, like, I think 33 sold his items to buy an Aghanims or something toward the end there, too, so he could try to shoot the, like, mist coil heals out to try to save the gyrocopter, but he just died instantly inside that Chrono. This was an absolute beatdown by Liquid.
So we're going to have EG versus Liquid coming up. You think this Liquid has what it takes?
With what I just saw, yeah, they played super strong. Sure, Alliance definitely did not play their strongest 2 games, but Liquid played that one just this whole series just so smooth, and their map reads was the most impressive thing to me. Like, sure, their plays was amazing, their drafts were pretty good too, but the way they just understood how to move around and just destroy Alliance and just dismantle them was top tier.
I think this is our last cast together this tournament, so no more stomps.
No more stomps, I guess, then.
All right. Good Dota, guaranteed just around the horizon, but before that, it's back to Shiver and the boys to break it all down.
No more stomps, they say, but if Liquid continues playing the way that they do right now, I'm not so sure that they played so well, guys. That this is not the Liquid we saw a couple months ago. Like 1.5 months
Well, yes,
ago.
almost like a couple of weeks ago, pretty
Yes.
much. This was inspiring for
Yeah.
sure. I think the most impressive thing to me was that they gave away strategies that are top tier. They gave away the Morphling Shaker, they gave away the Drow Ranger, and they resoundingly beat both of them. And that's one of the most encouraging things that I see from tier 1 teams is that they don't have to spend their bans on just the reflex bans. They're like, I gotta ban this because everyone else is banning it. They ban it because they're like, okay, this is something that we may not be as prepared for. We want to run our own strategy that we think that these heroes might be good against. And they just gave away 2 top tier strategies and just completely dismantled them.
There's such flashing lights.
We need some like epilepsy warnings on the screen or something here. Apologies to the viewers out there.
I was waiting for it to like ease up or
Yeah.
something. It did not.
Yeah,
Whew.
not quite the series we were hoping for when we saw Alliance versus Team Liquid in the bracket.
Yeah.
It did not deliver. Team Liquid's play did. I'm sure their fans don't care what the series looked like. They got a very resounding 2-0. They're probably ecstatic that it was so one-sided because that's a good sign when they're facing EG later today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Prison Artur will need to be sent back to rehabilitation, but the real Artur awaits.
Yes, it needs that matchup will need to happen perhaps another time. But yeah, Liquid. I feel like the start of the tournament started off well. You know, we saw them do well in the group stages. But this was an entire different beast that we saw. I mean, does the main stage, does that help?
Yeah,
Like
I thought
playing
it
from
was
the audience?
fluke group stage initially. Who was just beating EG after doing so
Yeah.
poorly? It's fluke group stage, and then they make their way lose immediately in upper bracket. And I was like, oh yeah, okay, this is what I was expecting. And then beating Alliance. Now I'm confident
Yeah.
in this Liquid squad.
Fluking's
Yeah.
the best strat in Dota.
It's
what
especially if you
we
do it twice.
Yeah.
Well, let's analyze that game a little bit more because I know
Oh,
both.
gee,
of-
Sheep, you're going to
Sure.
make us talk about this?
Yeah,
yes, I
let's
am.
talk about it.
I am.
What
We
do you
don't have
got
to
for
make
me?
it long, but
That's fine.
both games we see the void coming out for Mickey.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't die a single time this time round. Only once
Wow.
previous game. 'Cause what made this series so one-sided? Because I know later on Liquid is protecting their advantage and they're taking it slow and they're giving very little space for Alliance to capitalize on any possible mistakes. But what makes them go out of control so much?
Just one word. Lanes.
They lost 6 of them in 2 games.
Yep. And I guess tied to that is drafts a bit. I think this game especially was an outdraft. The first game, would say I favored the Liquid draft, but it wasn't like a huge outdraft. It was more on the outplay side. But you can't go losing all these lanes. Drow mid because they overthought
Yeah.
what the Timber did to this game. And well, Drow mid also gets crushed by Lina, much like she can get crushed by Timbersaw. Yeah, this was not Alliance going back to their comfort zone, which is what we wanted to see after how game 1 went.
And like how Fogged was saying at the end of the game, draft stuns. I think that in game 1 they definitely did, but the Legion commander was making sure that the stuns didn't really matter, as well as all the Satanics, all the BKBs that they purchased, which is again why I feel like it leaned more execution than draft in game 1. But game 2, again, they kind of got tunnel visioned on, oh man, we got our Drow Ranger. Just gotta get Fada his comfort hero, give him an Undying, something like that. And I guess I still I was not too discouraged by the 4-position puck. I think 4-position puck still has a lot of potential.
It
Yep.
worked for them in the past as well.
It did, but they lost 6 lanes in 2 games.
Yeah. It didn't feel like the Alliance we saw earlier. as
No,
well.
it was very discouraging actually.
But that was credit to Liquid for drafting well then.
It was them for drafting well, but again, like Alliance got so much in their head. I think both games
They overthought
they
it.
overthought
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
They just paralyzed themselves when I think they could have appeared more competitive with the same drafts.
Right, let's close the Alliance chapter then, as it feels like this series.
We can
You know,
talk about
we-
Liquid's inspiring story. They might be in TI10 now.
Yes, but we're going to close Alliance and we're going to come back to Liquid because we hope to still catch
yes.
an post-game interview. But let's close Alliance first. Their run, it started out well. They came into the upper bracket as well. They were in a tough group. It was considered the toughest group against Vici Gaming. They won a game against Vici Gaming as well.
Yep.
So couldn't perform here, but overall, does the future hold? A lot of potential still.
Yeah, I think 33 and Nico Baby. So the game that they won against Vici, I think, is because they picked the Night Stalker and gave it to 33.
Mm.
And then yeah, 33 has this Chen also. Nico Baby, still, I have immense respect for his carry capabilities, so I think he has a lot of potential. This was probably just Fada not living up to the standard of shot calling and captainship that we saw earlier in the tournament.
I think making the Colts send that drum mid was game's just lost right there. So I'm, Fada's probably going to put some of the blame on himself for this one, as he should, but he's also led this team to great success over the last few months. I'd be very surprised to see them shake anything up roster-wise.
No.
New patches coming. They've been really good. They already won a LAN as a team. They did very well at Birmingham as well.
Hamburg,
so
third place.
Yep,
Yeah.
other one, yeah. So to me, this team is solid. Even though there's going to be more competition in Europe, I would still expect to see them qualify to future majors.
Yeah, I still think Liquid and Alliance will be in the consistent contention for like the 4th slot in Europe, if there is one.
Ooh,
I was like, fourth-
I
If
was
there
gonna
is one,
say, are we
I'm
gonna
just-
have a
I'm just
fourth
saying-
slot?
Four slots?
I'm just saying.
Force.
I mean, we don't know how far Liquid will
Okay.
go. We don't know how far Koikfa may take them.
Look at that. Koikfa, indeed, the MVP. Now, partially, we kind of feel like his MVP was deserved because of his matchup. Because he was getting very rich because of that.
But he fully ran over his lane.
Yes.
I feel like he pressed the advantage. He was cutting behind the tier 1 tower, always hunting the drow. I feel like a lot of laners would win that matchup and then not go that extra step to ruin her game.
Which I think Taiga was also encouraging and be like, dude, I dewarded for you. I'm camping this drow mid. Just come on down. We'll just loop around the middle and limp. Like we were seeing him camp behind tier 2, tier 1. And we're like, he's making the right play.
Yep.
He's just sitting back, not doing anything. That's the right play right there. It just wasn't
Well,
enough.
8.5 minutes in. That's weird.
Was it really that late?
It was really that late. It was in the mid lane then when they wrapped around, but it was really that late. All right, let's hear from Liquid right now.
要问的就是，虽然我们这个2局比赛可能时长有点久，但是其实的话，从这个整体的进程来看，你们都是赢得比较轻松的。那关于这方面的话，你觉得是你们个人能力更强，还是说你们在 BP 上压制了对手 ？So, first question is that both game, although the duration might be long, but it seems pretty easy from the landing phase all the way to the mid game. You just take over the game. Do you think it's you outplayed your opponent today, or do you think it's outdraft?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think we came in very prepared with our drafts, so we were very happy both games with the heroes we picked. And then from knowing how they play, I think they play very passive, kind of safe, which means that if we also play safe, but just like we get a little bit more ahead all the time, we're gonna win the game just by them not doing so much, I guess. So we decide to just play it safe, and we know we're gonna win. Instead of trying to win early, we just,
就是我觉得，首先我们今天2点可能做的都比较好吧，打得也比较好，然后选的也选到了我们非常舒服的阵容。然后我们研究过我们的对手，我们知道他们是会打得比较被动的一些队伍，所以我们当时想的战术就是，我们就是每一步要比对面稍微领先一点点就可以了，所以没有特别着急的去做进攻，然后只是守住我们的优势，因为我们知道最后我们会取得胜利的。Right, so next round you're gonna face Evil Genesis. They is a very talented team. They have like 4 of their players is right now currently in Chinese letter is top 5. So what is the preparation? And before that, let me do the translation first. So, 第二个问题的话，就是下一场的比赛的话，他们会面对到这个 Evil Genesis 是一个个人能力更强的队伍。那现在的话，之前也是有这个4名选手在我们这个国内的天梯打到前5的一个情况，所以问一下 Liquid 这边下一轮的对手，他们是一个怎样的准备情况？
I think they are a very different team than Alliance. They have very strong cores who like to play off their like individual skill, do a lot of stuff all the time, I think. Our preparation against them is different for that. I'm not gonna say exactly what, but we're gonna have to play different. Last time we played them, both teams were, I think, very jet lagged, a little bit tired. It was kind of crazy games. And I think they're gonna come more prepared this time, but so are we.
当然这个对手的话，肯定跟 Alliance 是不一样的。我觉得 EG 的每位选手都是非常强势，然后他们也是打法风格不一样，他们可能会选出一些核心英雄，依靠自己的个人能力去做一个突破。然后我们当然会有一些更不一样的准备，但是在这里的话，我也不能说太多。当然上一次碰到 EG 的话，我们之间打了一个非常漫长、非常一个惊奇的比赛。我希望这次的话碰到他们，结果也对我们来说也是比较有利的。 最后一个问题就是想问一下 Boxy 关于夜魔的问题啊，因为我们看到整个这个 Major 的进程下来的话 ，Liquid 一直是对夜魔这个点办的比较多，但是选的比较少。我们也知道 Boxy 自己其实3号位上英雄池比较深，所以想问一下 Liquid 对于夜魔这个英雄的看法。So let's talk about hero right now. Night Stalker, you guys been banning this hero almost every game. If not, if not the opponent ban it, but it's pretty strong hero right now. We know you play on many heroes. But we rarely see you play on Night Stalker, so what is the take for Liquid on this hero?
I think everybody knows the hero is really strong with Aghanim, and we ban it against Alliance because we know that they like to play it, and I don't think they play too many heroes that we are afraid of. So we just decide to take away what's the most broken hero. Against EG, we'll see. I don't think it's as high priority as it was for Alliance, and for ourselves, it's something we can play, I would say, but not like our highest priority either. And it's obviously something that more teams have started practicing during this tournament, but not so much that we have practiced before the tournament.
首先的话，对于 Alliance 来说，我觉得夜魔这个点是他们非常非常喜欢用的一个英雄，所以对我们来说，我们的优先级就是要把它办掉。当然，对 EG 的话，我觉得我们两个支队伍应该对夜魔的优先级没那么高，但是具体怎么样的话，可能要到比赛里面我们才能清楚这个英雄到底能不能上场。对于我个人而言的话，我们这个队其实是来到了这次的 Major 之后才开始慢慢练夜魔的，所以我们练的不是特别多。对于我们来说的话，也就是为什么我们经常会办，然后选的比较少的一个原因。当然，夜魔这个英雄也是非常强的。好的，那也是感谢 Boxy 接受我们的采访，我们把剩下的时间回到我们的分析台。
Seemed key there for a Liquid in their match against Alliance, and we also hear him talk a little bit about preparation already be done for Evil Geniuses, which is, that is always a risky move, because do you focus all on the opponent you're facing right now, or do you focus on one that you might face if you beat the other one? But looked like, they got something planned.
I'm sure they have. I mean, they knew that. So how early were groups determined, I suppose, before the tournament began? I think it was just like a day.
It was like
1 or 2
day or
days.
two.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
And so that was probably crunch time to start studying for EG.
Yes.
And so I think he's probably right that both teams were jet lagged quite a bit because
But
those
he's
games
also
were.
saying they're better prepared now.
Oh yeah, because they've been playing a lot of good Dota ever since.
Yeah.
I bet.
Everyone has a better understanding of the patch now.
Mhm.
Much people talk about, it's a stale patch. New stuff's being explored. Like, I think
No
at the
one
start.
was practicing Night Stalker.
Exactly. At the start, people were like, yeah, Night Stalker's good, but it's just like a TNC strat. Now it's like, actually, Night Stalker's just broken. Everyone needs to play carry Night Stalker.
Yeah.
Or it's just a weakness. So there's more tape on everyone. There's a better understanding of which heroes you need to play. And I think that means this series will be much more interesting when it comes to the draft.
And there's more information on EG because there was
Yes.
no information on EG before
Correct.
the tournament started. Now we've seen a great deal, I think. He seems like he has a pretty good handle because it is 3-star players who seem to rely more on individual skill, which isn't really a hot take. I'm sure everyone was guessing that from
Sure.
EG just seeing the roster, but now it's confirmed. Like maybe Ramses was going to be super sacrificial. Not the case. He's still the same old Ramses, just in a different lane.
Still a little greedy
Yeah.
there. But yeah, that will be. We can take a look at the brackets. That will be a matchup later today. We are going to have, that's going to be our second rematch in terms of groups, as in teams facing each other that were in the same group, right? Because EG and Liquid were in the same group. We're going to see them as a third match of the day. That is an elimination match. And then the match before that is also one that is a redo from the groups.
IG Beast Coast.
Yes. Group
Fun.
D. But yeah, brackets should be up very soon. And then we can see what.
Prove it to me.
I hereby
You're
approve
right.
you.
It is
Yes.
IG Beast Coast.
Yes.
It even got highlighted.
It
Yeah.
even got highlighted, removed from one to the next, and I mean, it's already top. Top 8's almost done. You're gonna go into the top 6.
Mm-hmm. Which is it's a brave new world for South America.
Yeah.
It's no longer a surprise that Beast Coast is making it this
Yeah.
far into a tournament.
You know how in CIS it was the whole season last season. VP makes it out, and the rest is just battling.
Yeah.
Kind of feel that that's going to be South America this whole season as well. You're
And-
gonna have Beast Coast making it through every time, and the rest is just battling if there's a second slot.
And CIS is the new South America, where you're just like, who the heck is the front runner? It's just different teams coming out
Yeah.
randomly every time.
Both CIS teams in the bottom 4 of this tournament.
Yeah.
It's probably not going to stay that way, but
Hopefully.
not a good start. Yeah.
No.
I mean, there's so many talented players in CIS, but
Yeah.
Sounds like a lot of what people would say about South America. Oh, so many talented players in South America. You know, maybe they just need some leadership in that
Yeah.
region, right? You just need someone to really buckle down and rally all these troops together.
Who's gonna do it?
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see. But we don't have to see just yet. What we're first going to see is the top dog of South America versus IG. Not the top dog in China, but they aim to be. And they are on the right path, winning the minor. If they want to win the major, though, they got to go through this hurdle first. We'll see you after the break for our next lower bracket match here at the MDL Chengdu Major.